2024 is here, and Rare are back in the studio, no doubt working on some amazing content for Sea of Thieves this coming year. However, I think after last year's long content drought, it's safe to say that players have high hopes for 2024. I mean, it can't get worse, right? I feel like 2024 is a big make or break year for Sea of Thieves. After 6 years of live service, does Sea of Thieves have what it takes to move into the current and next gen era and really take the game to the full potential it has? Hello pirates, my name is Ellie and I post regular Sea of Thieves videos on this channel. If you want to stay up to date with the game, then remember to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I put up a new video. We also have a small community Discord that you're welcome to join, the link is on screen and in the comments. I'll be returning to streaming next week after the holidays too, so don't forget to drop me a follow over on Twitch as well. So before this first section, I just want to preface everything by saying I love Sea of Thieves, and I don't mean this to be a big negative video, it's just some stuff that needs to be said. Sea of Thieves has been out for nearly 6 years at this point, and I hate to say it, but it's starting to show its age. I was playing over the Christmas holidays, just doing Order of Souls and Merchant Voyages, and I realised I was starting to feel the same way I feel when I play some old N64 games on my Switch. You know how when you play something like GoldenEye again, and you run a mission that you thought was super cool when you were a kid, only to realise that when you play it now, the environments are actually super empty feeling? Well, I realised I was having the same feelings playing Sea of Thieves. Port Merrick is a fantastic example of this. You load in, you wake up in this massive 3-storey tavern, and it's completely empty. There's no life here. This entire outpost has the same story. The tavern should be full of noisy drunk pirates, dodgy deals being done in the dark corners. There should be NPCs wandering the walkways. The merchants should be shouting orders to various workers who are loading and unloading supplies to and from the docks. NPC ships should be coming and going with supplies or plunder to sell and trade. Now, the obvious thing to mention here, and pretty much the point of this entire section, is to say that Sea of Thieves is in desperate need of a performance upgrade, and I mean a hefty one. I don't know if that means moving to Unreal Engine 5, although I'm sure that would help given the capabilities of that engine, but just a major performance overhaul to increase the server capabilities. It's such a shame that the potential of this game is being held back by the fact that the servers, as they currently stand, just do not have the ability to deal with what could be. So outside of a major performance update, there are quite a few things on my wish list for this coming year that are perhaps more likely. First up, I'd like to see more tools added to the sandbox. We know that ziplines are coming, and Mike Chapman has previously confirmed that things like keg rowboats are also making a return. However, I'd like to see additions to the throwables and cursed cannonballs as something new for us to play with. These things really add a level of variety to the sandbox, which is much needed given how stale things have been lately. Speaking of sandbox additions, more weapon types would be a great addition. In the latest podcast, Mike Chapman and Joe Neate did talk about how, when they've got a handle on hit reg and server stability, they are looking forward to having the ability to add more new weapons to the game. Obviously, it makes sense that as it stands with hit reg issues, adding more weapons is not on the agenda, but it definitely sounds like they have ideas in the bag. New world events are something I've been desperate for a long while now. It's been years since we had a new world event added to the game. Even without new tools, having something new to actually do would do wonders for the world and how it feels to play. I know a hotly requested update is one to Hunter's Call, and I would like to see a merchant-style voyage where you have to catch and deliver a range of fish types to different sea posts, and new sea monsters to kill for bounty-style voyages where certain megs spawn in certain areas of the ocean, like the Skelly bounty voyages for Order of Souls or something. Down to a more basic level of quality of life style updates, I really want to see a faction level increase across the board. For players like me who love to see numbers going up, it's been a long time since I've had that, aside from guilds of course, and so I'm looking forward to something like that gives me some progression this year. Other quality of life updates I'd like to see include things like costume makers for clothing, where you can set up maybe 5 set outfits and equip them like a costume. Ship presets with a similar option, and of course the one I'm always banging on about, a UI update. Rare really need to get rid of this sequential queue-based notification system and make the game feel more sleek and up to date. Not to mention being able to actually see what rewards are for what commendations without having to Google it or spend 3 hours sifting through menus would also be great. Overall, I'm feeling pretty positive and hopeful for 2024. After 2023, it needs to be said that Rare have some work to do to bring life back into the game. With the crossovers and back-to-back system updates, the sandbox and life of the game really needs some work now, and I'm hopeful that 2024 is the year that Sea of Thieves comes back to life. What updates would you like to see this year? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitch and jump into the Discord. The links are on screen and in the comments. If you liked the video, then please do leave a like and subscribe for more Sea of Thieves content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the seas!